Hey guys, it's ZacJacDan coming at you with another top 10 list. This time we're talking about the top 10 best decisions that Hasbro and Toybiz has made for Marvel Legends. At number 10, the fact that they even started the Marvel Legends line. As you see, back in the day, back in the 90s and 80s, we got all kinds of Marvel figures, and DC of course, all about the same scale, made amazing collections, made amazing toys. But you see that there was no articulation, there was no character design, there was no joints. All we got was just plastic. But they did provide us with a lot of figures that Toy Biz and Hasbro with the Legends haven't even provided us yet. So come on, guys, let's get to it. Number 9, providing us Build-A-Figures. Build-A-Figures has been a smart move on their part because they're giving us the opportunity to grab all 6 or 7 figures in the line just to build this figure. You know, even figures that are obscure that nobody really wants, you got to buy just so you can build this Build-A-Figure. And they've given us great ones. Toybiz especially did with the larger ones like Giant Man, Galactus, Apocalypse, Sentinel. Hasbro has given us one. They gave us the Fin Fang Foom. Blob was amazing too. But ever since then, we've been getting a lot of smaller Build-A-Figures. So let's get back to the bigger ones, guys. Especially since they are giving us small ones like Hit Monkey and Rocket Raccoon, and the women like Jubilee and Mantis. Number 8, allowing Hasbro to take over. Whenever Hasbro took over from Toy Biz, it was kind of a little scary since Toy Biz had been doing the line for so long. And Toy Biz at the time, I thought, gave us amazing figures. You know, they gave us Toad with the first series here, Hulk, Iron Man, Cap. But now when you look at the new stuff that Hasbro has given us with the articulation and the look of the figure, they've given us a better joy in collecting, a start over. So as they give us these new figures, and they're giving us the 3 3/4 figures too, to allow us to kind of mash up with our GI Joe collection and our Star Wars collection. So that's pretty cool. But look what we're getting here in 2018. Just the detail that we have in the figures now, and the articulation and the faces especially, make it even more of a collector's toy. So number 7, the fact that they're starting to provide vehicles. They gave us one line of vehicles way back in the day in Toy Biz line, Legendary Rider series. And not all the vehicles were great, but they did give us a few vehicles that were pretty good. For example, like the Wonder Man and the Scarlet Witch didn't really make much sense. The Ultron vehicle didn't make much sense. The Hulkbuster didn't make a lot of sense. But, you know, there's a few of them that did make sense. But now they're starting all over again. Gave us the Black Widow, Ghost Rider, Wolverine, and they're kind of hinting at giving us Professor X and maybe even a Deadpool here. So we'll see how that goes. Number 6, throwing comic books in there. Back in the Toy Biz day, we'd get a comic book in every figure. And by giving a comic book to a new collector, that gives them the opportunity to know who the figure is, who the character is, get a background on them. You can read up on them as you buy the figure and play with it, and just start loving the comics as well as the toys and the movies. So I think that that's something that Hasbro is missing out on, is that they're not giving us these comic books in the waves. They did throw a few of them in the 2-packs of the 3 3/4 figures. They have not done that in the 6-inch scale. And number 5, the artwork that we see on the packages now. You see this on the San Diego Comic-Con boxes. You see this on the sides of the new Hasbro boxes that can be resealed. They have great artwork, and you know, I use the artwork and the boxes now in my display of my figures that I have. I put them up side by side on the shelf in the background a lot of times, and I give my background I give it a background. I have my room aligned with posters and the back of some of the shelves with the San Diego Comic-Con boxes. It just makes for a much neater looking collectible. But they also have an issue with these new boxes because they are resealable and they're not that hard plastic that we have with Toybiz days. And you see a lot of people taking these things back to the stores and Walmart and whoever, not recognizing that it's not the figure that was originally in the box, and it's not really good. It's not allowing for collectors to get what they need out of collecting. They walk into a store, they see a box they want, but it's not really even the figure they want. So we've got to get these stores out there getting a better understanding of what they're taking back as returns. So it is cool to be able to put your figure back in the box and resell it as a collector, but let's put the right figure back in the box. So number 4, adult childhood dreams to rebuild our old Marvel Secret Wars collection coming true. So like I talked about before, we do have these old figures that had no articulation that we used to play with back in the day. I'm going on 40 now, and so this was the toy I grew up with. And now that I'm an adult and have the money, I can actually start rebuilding this collection that I had at one time, or the collection that I wanted and wasn't able to get because my parents didn't buy me everything like some kids did. So that's a good thing for collectors. So number 3, we got 16 years now. They started in 2002. 16 years that we've been able to collect these things, and I've grown my collection to over 600 figures now. And I see with these pictures that we see here, this is not my collection, but you can look out there and see my collection on one of my other videos. That these collections just grow and grow. People army build, people make shelves of specific type teams and everything, change things around, make it new, customize. It's been a great collection. My son and I, he's 15 years old now, have enjoyed this for the last, like I said, 16 years. So keep it going. You can collect in package, you can collect them loose. Just keep on collecting, guys. So number 2, exclusives like San Diego Comic-Con, Entertainment Earth, Target, Walgreens, Walmart, HasCon. You make collecting even harder for us, which is a good thing. So we get to go out and search, or we get to go out and go to conventions to try to find these figures instead of them being just in all the retail stores. We actually got to do a little bit of research and find these harder to find figures, and they actually give them a lot better value later on as long as you just keep it as a exclusive and don't give us alternate versions of them. For example, you see Rocket Raccoon there. He was built as a Build-A-Figure, and then you give it to us in a box set. You see Medusa. I don't mind that one as much. Black Bolt, you see that one. Gladiator. Again, you see Star-Lord remade. So there's 4 figures just in the Thanos Imperative that have been remade already. So let's get some other figures out there that are obscure and put those out there to us. There's Targets, 3 packs. And this one I still have not been able to find the Disney store. I think this is a Europe exclusive. So let's try to find these things and keep on collecting these exclusives. And at number 1, they destroyed DC Comics, not only on the screen, but also in plastic. You see the box office numbers. Infinity War has crossed $2 billion. It's the 4th highest grossing movie ever. But comparison-wise, Justice League would have been the same level movie. It didn't even cross $1 billion. Barely made their money back, if they did at all. And when it went into competition with Captain America Civil War destroyed it. They did have DC Universal Classics in plastic form, and I did collect that up until the point that they stopped it. And once it stopped, it's no longer fun to be a collector. So they're still trying to put some new stuff out there now. It's not as good as what they had in the Universal Classics. And I did sell that whole collection. But Marvel has destroyed them. They're still going. Like I said, 16 years strong. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Hit the notification bell so you'll see all my new videos coming forward. And go back and look at all my older videos if you'd like. Talk to you guys later.